What's up, man? Fucked up our motherfucking introduction and shit, you know what I'm talking about, but what it do? What it do? Yeah, we here, man. Episode 25, make it make sense, you dig? The lifestyle, the podcast, the show, the experience. Motherfucker, we live. You know what I'm talking about? Live in effect, ain't no takes, ain't no edits, ain't no motherfucking, you know what I'm talking about? It's all happening right here in the fucking flesh in front of your face. You know what I'm talking about? Super Dave, Polaroids on the IG, you know what I'm talking about?
Swilly Beam.
Swilly Beam, man. Swilliam H. Holler. Swilliam H. the all-time great. Fucking over hoes from state to state. You already know what it is.
Right,
you dig that? And, shit, we got a quick special show for y'all today. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get straight to it and straight through it. You smell me? Fucking happy B-Day. Shout-outs, I Heart Nail. Shout-out Nail. Happy B-Day, shorty. My man Magnum. Happy B-Day, cuz. Miss Suggs. Tatiana Suggs.
Tatiana.
Happy B-Day, lady. Mr. Talbot, Ronald Talbot, happy B-Day, cuz. April Sykes, happy B-Day, shorty. John Bell, my dude, happy B-Day, you know what I'm talking about. And shit, it's a hell of a lot been going on since we last seen y'all niggas on Saturday. Shit, well, we seen y'all Sunday on some quick. But, you know, first and foremost, the fight. What you think of the fight? And we talking about, Devin Haney took care of business Saturday night, but Javante got the win, I'm going to say. Got the win on Sunday night. You know what I'm talking about?
I think Cruz, that fight should at least been a draw. I think it was that good of a fight.
I don't know about the draw.
I don't feel like...
I don't think Javante lost the joint either, though. I think Cruz really just wasn't... Like, when he got active, he was effective. When he threw his little combos and threw punches and bunches, he looked like he was a little bit of a problem, but... He didn't do that enough. I think he had too much respect for what Javante could do. And maybe Javante had a little bit too much respect for what Cruz could do. But they it wasn't that much action and shit. You know, in my opinion, it was like, well, don't get me wrong, that action, but it wasn't that much of a trading back and forth. Javante ain't beat his ass, but Cruz ain't take the fight like he gotta take the fight when you fighting a champion. In the judges' eyes, they gonna give the champ a little bit extra
a little leverage
on it. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, man. Cruz fought a good fight, but Javante got the win. You know what I'm talking about? Still undefeated.
Still undefeated.
You know what I'm talking about? And now it's talk of Ryan Garcia and what Sats and what's have you, and they Floyd and Javante trying to talk that up. But Ryan Garcia ain't no fucking slouch. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if Ryan Garcia would have been dancing around and playing with Cruz like that. Ryan Garcia might have knocked Cruz the fuck out, but
definitely.
We gonna see how it go, when it go. You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely a battle of two little tic tacs. I don't think I seen a fight with it was basically like I was watching what's my man name?
Like a fifth grade fight.
What's the little Bama that be the little R&B singer?
Little R&B singer. That does what?
He short as shit. He said he's the king of R&B right now.
Who, Jacquees?
Yeah, I felt like I was watching him fight himself. You know what I'm saying? Two little motherfuckers like.
Jacquees that short?
Yeah, bro, that nigga's that short. I didn't know Javante was that short till I seen him fighting a dude that was 5'4". It's like I was watching a American Bully fight the Target dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it was just two little chihuahuas going at it.
Hey,
Chico, calm down, Chico.
Hey, and more power to the short niggas or the small niggas, man. I just couldn't imagine. You know what I'm saying?
We couldn't see all the hits or landed punches. You know, I don't think the cameraman had the ability to zoom in that close. You know what I'm saying? Right. They should have used one of them little pylon cams like they use in the NFL and shit. When you down on the goal line and shit, they should have had some of them joints in the ring. And we would have been able to see the fight a little bit better. Cause dog, how you going somebody 5'4" fighting somebody that's 5'5"? These Bammers was barely taller than the ropes. Explain that to me.
Hey, bro, I don't know. This shit crazy, man. And on the opposite end of that, like I said, I couldn't imagine being dumb small. Niggas like Zion. This nigga, they say he 330 now. I just seen a picture of the nigga this morning. The post apparently from him. He was with like a father and a daughter or something, or father and son type shit. Like, you know, some fan shit. You know what I'm saying? But he looked like he was in good shape. So it's like the sweatsuit could have played a part. You know what I'm talking about in the fugaziness of the situation, or I mean, he could be out of shape, and even still, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a couple motherfucking Thanksgiving dinners away from fucking, you dig, 300. So, shit, if you feed me like a 600-pound nigga, I'm gonna gain the weight like and be like Zion. This nigga probably got the personal chef. You know what I'm saying? He got the unlimited Uber Eats pass.
But then he in New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm about to say he eat for free in New Orleans.
And then he in one of
with the crawfish boy. That's what I'm about to say. You know, he got the unlimited hottie sauce at Popeyes. You know what I'm talking about? All the Popeye sandwiches he can fucking dip his hottie sauce in.
Jameis Winston supplying crab legs.
You know what I'm saying?
Crawfish, crab legs, all the shrimp and
it all goes down in New Orleans. Take me back. You know what I'm talking about? Take me back. I've apparently been in the wrong spot.
Soon as he wake up, they probably got the motherfucking parade out front of this joint.
The
etouffee, all that shit.
The etouffee, you hear me?
You know what I'm saying?
No question about it. Motherfucking, shit, U.S. workers are about to see their biggest pay increase in more than a decade.
We about to cash in.
They really trying to entice niggas to get vaccinated and go to work. It's because they had, first of all, they had their biggest shortage.
In employment history.
Fuck a decade. History. More people just this year. You could probably lump off the last 6 months. And then the 6 months before that.
Yeah, they say last 6 to 8 months.
But I'm saying just the race of people quitting and doing their own thing is astronomical. You know what I'm talking about?
Or retired.
They didn't think it was possible that this many niggas would get out here and grind. That's why all these laws coming about. They're gonna monitor any account that's making that got at least $600 in it. They're gonna do audits and shit on niggas' Cash Apps and Venmos and Apple Pays and shit like that. Cause they tired of motherfuckers making money and that depending on them. You know what I'm talking about? Cause they on some other shit with that other shit. You hear me? But yeah. And even with this being said, what they don't still necessarily say what the increase really gonna do for them. Like it's just an overall mean type of thing. So it's something you barely gonna probably feel in your pocket. So barely gonna see on your paycheck. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm talking about.
Like at all. They could raise the bitch a couple dollars, and it's like it's the largest raise in a decade because every year they only raise it a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? So
it says 3.9%. So,
and that goes with inflation.
They said this is the largest wage increase that we've seen since 2008. And they said it's only because this is the largest period of inflation that, or I guess, highest rate of inflation that we've ever had since like the 80s,
right.
Like 1982 to be exact. But you got to pay people more. They still not telling you, like, if you're going to keep raising the price on shit, you can't keep paying people, you know what I'm saying, under what their value is, first of all, and then under what it takes for their survival to live. That's not physically possible. Or you're going to have people doing like they doing now, is getting up and relocating to other states or taking better high-paying jobs because people left in the pandemic or whatever the situation may be.
Right.
But you got to pay people. And they were saying going into 2022, we'll be above 4%. They said that 3.9% will be above 4% because they don't see an end in sight. Like we were saying, the power is in the employees.
Is it?
The
power is in the employees.
Yeah.
Right, not the employee.
Yeah, not the employer. It's in the power is in the employees.
No question about it. You know what I'm talking about? Like you said, they don't see it in the sight. Bill Gates, Mr. Again. If you ask anybody what do Bill Gates do, they're gonna tell you talk about computers and shit. This nigga Bill Gates ain't on no computer shit nowadays. This nigga Bill Gates says Bill Gates is planning the pandemic and then projecting the pandemic and telling us what's happening. Bill Gates says the acute phase of the pandemic will end in 2022. The acute phase basically means the smaller phase is going to end in 2022. First of all, I got a couple reasons. I got a couple things about this Bill Gates shit. This shit irks me to no end. Because this nigga makes money and made money. But nah, I'm saying, because this nigga makes or made money, hella money in his life, no matter what the motherfucking avenue was, you know what I'm talking about, somehow he becomes a fucking ruler. You know what I'm saying? Like, he becomes a fucking, he has say-so on the masses.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He has a say-so on the majority's lives. How people are treated. Again, I get that he bought up, I want to say it's like 80% or more of the farmland in the United States. One nigga bought up
80%.
all the farmland. You know what I'm saying? One nigga. And then the same dude is the nigga who, again, we know him from getting rich from computers, but he said his greatest investment and his best business move ever was getting involved in vaccines. This is well before this vaccine. But he's pushing this vaccine to no end. He said the next global crisis will be a virus that will have to resort in a pandemic. Him and his wife spoke. This was years before all this shit that's happening now. But again, this same nigga feels the need to update us that this is the acute phase of the fucking pandemic and that this will end in 2022. That sounds terrible. That basically says, he's saying it's going to get that much out of control that we can't even. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna get that much crazier
Mm-hmm.
in 2022 or after 2022, so on. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So like, my whole thing is, why the fuck? Who asked this nigga? Is for my first point. You know what I'm saying? But since he has so much say so in motherfuckers, you mean it's like, what's up with, like, what you think about that? Like, why do motherfuckers just shrug their motherfucking shoulders to that or turn their nose to that shit, that type of information? And it ain't even like it's groundbreaking information. These are stories that's just regular ass stories.
I feel like by the time he's bold enough to come out and like make statements on this shit, on his beliefs or how he's moving with his money or what he's invested in, it's too late.
Right. Facts. But I'm saying even now, he say this big wild shit like, who the fuck, and he ain't like, he the only nigga that talks with any assurity. Fauci don't know. The presidents don't know. Trump and Biden don't know shit and didn't know shit. But Bill Gates is like who the fuck asked this nigga? You know what I'm saying?
He gets to say so because
he has to say so.
Yeah, because he has to say so.
Because he's involved. He's invested in it.
Yeah, when you own
he's invested in the pandemic.
At any given point in time, he could probably push a button and tap into any of his systems.
He's invested.
What he has done and what Steve Jobs was on his way to probably doing before his ultimate passing.
Untimely
demise. Yeah, them being embedded in our technology systems and shit like that from early on, that shit is vital.
It's heavy. Yeah.
It's vital. If you ever get a chance, look up the actual company that created the internet. Like, look at the other things that company is working on. There's a specific company that created the internet. It passes me at this moment, like, what their name is.
But look it up.
You got
your phone right now. Even if you flip off this live, real quick, just to motherfucking be like, who invented the internet? And read up what comes up and shit. And I suggest y'all to stop really Googling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Use Bing or whatever other search engine you can find just to help. Because they all scrub, the government or the powers that be or whoever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, is on a mission to hide some commission. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna scrub the internet, scrub the ground. You know what I'm talking about? Scrub the ground. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna scrub that shit off though. I mean, plenty of times you see an article and shit, go back a couple days later, that shit's not there. But don't Google as much. If you're looking for some information, hit the Bing, hit the Yahoo search, hit the motherfucking, hit whatever you can over there Google. That should be your last resort. Because Google really scrubs what they call misinformation. I know if you go on IG and post or repost somebody's shit that talk about anything, dealing with anything, it's misinformation. If you ain't fucking, you could be for the vaccine or for the shot, for the whatever, and repost some shit. And they're going to be like, oh shit, your post went against guidelines. Oh shit, what you say? I seen vaccine, and I'm gonna put a disclaimer at the bottom. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So, they be really scary with that crazy shit. You know what I'm talking about? And excuse me, yeah. Just keep up with what the fucking story say. When motherfuckers say look shit up, go for that shit, motherfucker. It's places out this bitch. Shit. Before we get to that, motherfucking Trump. Because we still on it. Trump responds to a report that he had tested positive for COVID days before the first debate. You know what I'm saying? And in return, or his defense to his childish ass fucking comeback is basically Biden goes around coughing on people all over the place. Which is true.
Not wearing a mask in public.
Biden is trifling. Old as shit. Biden say the dumbest shit. He coughing. He sneezing. He forgetting. Biden high shit.
He's sleeping. Sleeping on the job.
Biden is on all type of medication. He got the pills going on. Byron! You know what I'm talking about? Byron! Nigga Biden wild as shit out here, but that nigga, Trump fucking just So basically, he pretty much had COVID. Went to the debate, did a couple other events. Trump was campaigning with COVID. Remember, this is the same nigga who he the same nigga who laid down the mandates from the CDC about guidelines and and then he caught COVID, went into Walter Reed for like a day and a half. He was in that joint for like 36 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was in that joint for like a little over 24 hours watching TV. They said he said he ain't like the food. Typical Trump shit. Like, nigga, you the president. This nigga left. Not because he was cured, but because he didn't like being at the hospital. And then had the nerve to motherfucker come back and basically say he was cured because he's a pure-blooded American. He said that's the vaccine. You remember that shit? Pure American blood was the vaccine. He said he feels fine. He feels perfectly good. So Trump showed a precedence for not giving a fuck when it came to being positive on that.
Fuck you and fuck her too and that's how your man was going around. He was on the scene though. He was on the scene though.
I guess he felt like as long as I wear a mask or whatever, I'm Gucci.
Your man is terrible.
Wild nigga here.
But he right. I mean, what 25 say on episode 25? Just playing devil's advocate. Honestly, he not wrong for pointing out shit that we see on a daily basis, weekly basis, or hearing about Biden being out at a restaurant, maskless, coughing, all types of shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, honestly, he not wearing no mask. But
Byron. Like this nigga said, who's the president right now?
Like,
Byron. Yeah.
Niggas is terrible, man. Like,
Bing bong.
bing bong.
Shout out to fucking New York Street Talk.
Street talk, man.
Little
When
white-
legends are made.
Little white boys be getting some footage out here.
New York, they be going ham, Slim.
Shit, they had to join the New Orleans first. It was I mean, not the same niggas. There was another dude who used to be out there on Bourbon and all that shit. It's on the strip, so you know they was loose. But anytime you go out there in that element, you gonna catch some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Bing bong. You know what I'm talking about? Elon Musk. Pay attention to me now. Pay attention to me now again. Because you make bread, all of a sudden, you have say-so on motherfuckers' livelihood. Elon Musk. This nigga made cars, right? So you thought? No.
Batteries.
He makes some motherfucking microchip that's going to be implanted in humans by 2022. Starting in 2022. This microchip called the Neuralink, will be implanted into humans and shit, not impregnated, Lord have mercy. You know what I'm talking about? But will be able to basically fucking help people with disabilities, like correct their disabilities. Basically do whatever the fuck you wanted to do is what he was describing. But for example, the nigga said they help a motherfucker who can't walk.
Damn.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm alive.
Hey, anybody who watching this live at any point, you know what I'm talking about?
Niggas gonna be doing
If they want the video, I can send them the link to not the link, but forward the video. It's on the same social site we on right now. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, if they need it, I got it. This link will help you walk if you can't walk. Help you correct it. It will correct your disability. I guess if you're autistic or whatever have you.
That's game changing.
It's crazy.
Though. That's crazy.
But again, who's making this? Elon Musk.
But again, we already said that.
He only makes cars.
We felt like the shot was a prelude to something else. We talked about that before. Like, we ain't know what else was coming. Just the fact that they, like they were saying, they got cameras in the airport that can detect if people have the shot or not, or have had the vaccine or not. So when you're talking about elements of technology and stuff like that, oh yeah, bro, that was the next thing. I'm surprised they only waited until 2022 to come out with it. Like if he,
well, again, this technology they be playing with, but they gotta gradually give it to us. It's too much for us to handle. Like they gave us the vaccine, gave us a little over a year and a half, damn near 2 years now to deal with it.
yeah.
Now that that's pretty much in the back burner and we're adjusting to moving on to life. Now they can introduce other big wild shit. The flying car. You seen the flying car at the car show this past week?
That's been in the makings. That's been in the makings. The flying cars. I saw that a number of players, Kevin Durant, I think Tom Brady, and maybe one or two other players involved as well, invested in electric boats. Electric power like boats and yachts. That's a new move. That's the next wave. But things are definitely changing, bro. I definitely was saying that I think that shot was a segue to something else for them to introduce some type of technology into, like, integrated with our bodies. That's what's next?
I mean, again, flying car was revealed at the car show this past month, about 2 weeks ago. A fucking flying car. Please do not underestimate the power of technology that is.
Them joints about to be.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
where it's at, Slim.
That's gonna be crazy. But can you imagine accidents in the air? Like, I'm sure it's gonna be gradually introduced to certain motherfuckers, and it's gonna be a elitist type of thing, and only the richest motherfuckers gonna be able to have it. But they're gonna eventually make them accessible and a little more affordable. And I'm not saying everybody and their mother's gonna have a fucking flying car. At least not anytime soon, but in a few years, yeah, it's gonna be accessible to almost everybody. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that's gonna be lit.
And then we got a fucking Neuralink chip. We got the actual microchip that they say will never happen. Oh, y'all conspiracy motherfuckers always talking about some shit. Now they flat out telling you, we got a chip coming 2022, but they advertising it to people with afflictions and stuff. But imagine what it could do. It could do anything for you. It could fucking make an addict think they always high. You know what I'm saying? It could program you almost. It's tapping. So now they literally showing you. Now they literally showing you that they already have the technology to tap technology into our fucking mind.
The first step was a shot.
The first step was a shot. How so?
Artificial, technological created. You know what I'm saying? Because what they say, it's like there's no baseline of human DNA and stuff they use to make that.
Right.
So it's synthetic. Am I wrong?
That is true. That it is. Absolutely. You not wrong. That's facts.
That was the first step. And then I believe ultimately that joint forces some type of expansion, or, you know what I'm saying? Something within our DNA that changes it or makes it susceptible for them to integrate shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no large hearts or blood vessels, you know what I'm saying? Situations like that. Like, it's a lot that they don't know that, or health ramifications that shot causes, that they can't say that they know all of that or they've tested for all of that. They're just going along as we go, basically, with the pandemic. They don't have a guideline to say, if you've received the shot and you have these conditions, contact your nearest doctor or your health provider or professional. They don't have a list for the COVID joint like that. That's a baseline for them to be like, this means that means this. If these symptoms or whatever, you know what I'm saying, go to your nearest ER. There's nothing for that. But this is the kicker. If you do have any of that, you can't sue or something happens to you can't sue nobody, or it's too much. We don't know, or we can't say, or you know what I'm saying. Everything when it comes related to that is groundbreaking.
Right.
New cases where people have gotten the vaccine and have caught COVID after that is groundbreaking cases. No, motherfucker, it's not groundbreaking. It's what you knew already. But like I said, I believe that the COVID shot was a segue for how is that stuff coming so fast, Dave? You got Neuralinks and now you got the metaverse. And shit like that. Where, as you say, the Neuralink can correct disabilities for people with autism and things like that. Like, and then you talking about people being like, yeah, bro, it's a lie, bro. And then, like you said, Bill Gates, you do technology. Why do you have so much say so in our health or public health? I don't understand that for the life of me.
Right.
You didn't go to medical school to be a doctor or whatever.
Right.
But Bill Gates has a lot of say so.
Too much. Why are you buying up all the farmland? Like, I get other business, but you buying up 85% of the farmland? Like, what the fuck is that about? Like, we not supposed to grow shit. You know what I'm saying?
He knows.
Motherfucking Elon Musk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
all these niggas, Elon Musk make cars, make hella bread because he make good investments in the market, and now he in the fucking Bitcoin and crypto shit heavy. You know what I'm saying? But a Neuralink? Really? Like, he making the microchip? Like, come on, bro. Follow the money, follow the money. You know what I'm talking about? Fucking, they paying motherfuckers in the United States, workers, they paying like $10,000 increases on your pay if you relocate, if you decide to relocate your state, to a different state. Certain states is paying that, you know what I'm saying, offering that incentive. And that's been a thing for a little bit, but now it's a big thing because, again,
Big thing.
the employees have taken the leverage back. You know what I'm saying? A lot
back.
of people really got out there and said, I'm going to do what the fuck I need to do, but I'm not taking that shot. And other people took the shot. Because they said they got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Some people got to. Some people do what they can, and some people do what they got to do. You know what I'm talking about? Or you get what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas do what they want, some niggas do what they can. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Fucking, speaking of motherfuckers who could do what they want or do what they can, Overtime Elite started a league. Overtime. You already know Overtime, you know what I'm saying? It's like a high school basketball platform for the most part, high school sports platform. And, you know what I'm talking about? They started a league called Overtime Elite. You know what I'm saying? High school students, high school age students are alternative to
Going to college.
going to the basic, you know what I'm saying? Following all the same bullshit as other person's rules and societies. That NCAA and all that shit. It's another avenue to get to the league. They pay 6-figure salaries. I'm talking about these is high school age students, parents. Listen to me. Parents, listen to me. Don't get caught up in, oh shit, my son needs to get this Western education and, you know what I'm saying, get this motherfucker, go to this Western society college and get this fucking bullshit ass diploma. Don't get caught up in that shit. Don't be money hungry either, but do the right thing. Do the smart thing. Your son or daughter could remain educated in the best way, the greatest way, and learn things that matter. Finances, taxes, money management, real social issues, not the fake history, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? But they can learn whatever they gotta learn, and all in all, and still make 6 figures. I'm talking 6 figures in high school.
Mm-hmm. By doing what they love.
By doing what the fuck they love. And still getting to the league. Not risking playing all through college, busting their ass for the NCAA and making the NCAA all these millions of money, you know what I'm saying, and risking getting injured and not seeing nothing at the pro level.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Basically,
you already know. That's it. And it's backed by, not to cut you off, go ahead and talk.
Yeah.
But The joint's funded, got some big heavy hitters backing the motherfucker. Jeff Bezos, motherfucking Drake. You know what I'm saying?
It's the beginning.
Kevin Durant.
It's the beginning.
Carmelo Anthony. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about? So it's a major move, and again, parents, especially this area, we the basketball capital of the motherfucking of the world. We put per capita, we put the most motherfucking children in the D1, and then subsequently into the motherfucking NBA. And it is damn near the same for the NFL too.
That's my next point. Like, this is just the beginning.
Fact.
I can see them. I definitely see them branching off into football.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody don't want to go to college. Then football has so much talent that's not turned over or seen in appropriate lighting or highlighted. Let's say that. It's a situation for them to gain an avenue in that market too. College football, they just awarded players the ability to earn an income, shit like that. So,
or the NCAA in general.
yeah. So they have to
And
compete with other.
It still got to be done a certain way, and you know what I mean. And like, it ain't no flat out. Hey, here's a salary. Keep balling. You know what I'm talking about? Do your thing.
That type situation.
So, and you know, with basketball, more importantly, they prone to jump to the league faster. For one, because they're allowed to, but secondly, because of the game. The game allows that. You know what I'm talking about? So it ain't as much time. Like, really, it's just that one bridge year where they really go into the college, 1 or 2 years for the most part, and then they try and go to the NBA. If they're a real serious NBA prospect, other than that, they're looking to play overseas. Nowadays, if you playing all 4 years, unless you just have a good senior year or good junior year, I mean, and don't get me wrong, older players in the NCAA will go to the league and shit like that. But I'm saying that highly touted prospects usually ain't spending that time getting burned up in the motherfucking NCAA because for one, they wasn't getting paid at first. Yeah. But bro.
But too, like, I think for the NCAA, if they take hold of the moment, they can. It also benefits them in a way too, because let's say you have top recruits that go play in the elite league, but still want to come and play in college, and they are able to, let's say Kentucky or whatever, you know what I'm saying, top elite schools have access to those same players as well, and they can use that as a segue for themselves if they choose to. And probably make more money than they probably would with elite in different structured deals or having more accessibility to sponsors and shit like that in college basketball. Especially if you go to school in southern states. Let's say you go to Kansas or Texas, or you know what I'm saying. You'll find yourself in a different bracket or a market for. Sponsors or people that want to sponsor you, especially as a premier talent, and you can still go to the draft. It just depends on how you want to do it. Like, we never had a player to make it through all high school, elite, NCAA, and the NBA, yet alone be successful and be winning at it.
Right.
So, if you are a top talent, and they may make that joint do a year at each joint. They may want to try to win a championship at each level. Like, you got the ability to do that too, and take care of yourself, and take care of your family. I remember it used to be like, look how long after players was in the league that we found out like they had kids in college or high school and stuff like that. Like now, it's clearly shown, but we think back at them not being able to take care of those family members and stuff back in the day. Now they got the ability to do that. So it's a beautiful thing, people. It's a beautiful thing out here. Drake withdraws nominations from the Grammys.
That's a big move.
Why so though?
So Drake, it was either last year or a couple years ago, he got fed up with the Grammys and just spoke out, and it was actually one of the more trillest things that I ever seen the nigga do. But it was an uproar. People was mad about something. I'm trying to remember exactly who it was, but basically it was like it was along the lines of a black artist type shit. Their album clearly the better dog and shit, but then they give like some white artist who probably don't even do R&B, like a pop artist, they get them best R&B or get them best new artist. You know what I'm saying? Just basically how they got tired of how the racial type shit was taking over the fucking Grammys. And it was always the uproar and everybody spending so much time on bullshitting and whining about motherfucking not getting the awards and shit. When he basically was like, we shouldn't be trying to fucking campaign for other niggas' awards. Like that's white people shit type shit. Like that ain't the standard of greatness. Mm-hmm. So it shouldn't mean that much to us. You know what I'm saying? And it was a whole little back and forth, but he made a point like that shit don't mean nothing unless we we make it mean something.
Yeah.
And if we decide to say fuck that shit, what would it be without us? Mm. So this year, of course, him being Drake, he got nominated for a few things. Like usual. Yank. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like the second year in a row at least.
I need mine's back.
You know what I'm saying? And some major move. A power move from Drake. Cause 9 times out of 10 he gonna win a Grammy or two. And that's a lot of people's standard for greatness. But he was saying that shit don't really mean nothing to an artist for real. Like that shit ain't like that's a white people standard of greatness. And it's like with all this shit, the Emmys, you know what I'm saying, the Grammys, the Oscars. You know what I'm saying? I remember they talking about how Halle Berry had to basically be a slut at Monsters Ball just to get the joint. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's true.
It's true.
But it's like, oh, when she cried so hard, and Denzel had to be the bad nigga in Training Day to get the joint. Out of all the movies Holly and Denzel did before those two roles, groundbreaking roles, groundbreaking movies. Snubbed the nigga for Malcolm X. Ain't winning nothing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, over the years, this type of shit that we done seen easily, faithfully from that organization. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that shit, what does it really mean when it's all said and done? You know what I'm talking about? That shit don't mean nothing to a real nigga. So Drake withdrew from that shit, and I guess he gonna keep doing so for years and years to come. You know what I'm talking about? And it's like, again, just like how we cry for justice in this fucked up justice system. You know what I'm saying? When they flat out tell us what it is. With the Kyle Rittenhouse shit, now he doing podcasts, and now he talking about how he don't fuck with LeBron no more, and everybody on the show agree. Like, he got a following. He a celebrity now, pimp. You know what I'm talking about?
He's the younger
Zimmerman.
Yeah, he's the younger Zimmerman.
Yeah,
he's doing the shit that Zimmerman couldn't do.
Even bigger, yeah. Facts. I mean, Zimmerman wrote the book and all the other wild shit.
But they wasn't letting
Zimmerman even shot somebody else, I think, a couple years later. But he actually got in trouble because I don't know if he shot a black person again. But that's even hit on there. United States ends the latest Emmett Till investigation without charges because they say there was no proof the key witness lied.
Who's around to tell the stories?
Again, the United States ends the latest Emmett Till investigation without charges because they said no proof the key witness lied. The fucking woman on her deathbed admitted to lying. So what's the investigation? What happened in that investigation? What did they investigate? And then how was there no proof that the key witness or a key witness lied? Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? This is the type of justice that y'all pleading for. That y'all think is going to mean something. Even if they did say, oh yeah, our investigation's complete. She did lie. We know she lied. She admitted it on her deathbed to everybody. To, you know what I'm saying? To the world. It's a fact of matter. So what the fuck are we even talking? What's the debate now? But for them to even had a gall, the fucking balls to motherfucking say there's no proof. Investigation complete. The same way they said no foul play with Malika Shabazz immediately when they found her. You know what I'm saying? The same motherfucking way they let Kyle Rittenhouse go on about his motherfucking day and become a celebrity. Zimmerman, like he said. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes the fuck on and on. OJ, John Bonet's parents. You know what I'm talking about? Whoever the fuck. Same way. This the justice system, you know what I'm saying? Like, if, you know what I'm saying? Like, Trump. Trump committed 15 violations before he was even president. All the him and Hillary shit, the Russia shit, and they still let the nigga serve. Like, what are we talking about?
That's another point. Why is it that from Epstein
You get that charge too.
or Giselle Maxwell, either or,
Oh, that's why-
but either or, why is it that we never see trials for them? It's always a cartoonist depiction.
Well, they say the federal joints, you know what I'm talking about.
When they doing federal
no cameras allowed.
investigations and questioning, we got cameras. When y'all want to talk to people about certain situations in relation to Donald Trump, we had investigations. Like, I don't believe that. They want certain shit to be seen and other shit not to be seen. That's not being seen because there's too many high profile names attached to that shit. Like, they're not going to show you who the people working for those significant others who are attached to this. They're probably in the courtroom, probably controlling the whole situation. People was full-fledged testifying how she was having them go out and recruit young girls for Jeffrey Epstein. And instructing them how to perform sexual acts on him and shit like that.
What he likes, his preferences.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The proper way. Or what have you.
So they be knowing, bro. Like, they let certain stuff be depicted and other things not.
Right. Like a motherfucker.
The pilot already said that he flew personally Bill Clinton, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said verbatim, like,
Barack and Michelle,
the top.
Jay-Z, motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole gang. J and B, you know what I'm saying? All your favorite couples. All Oprah.
Everybody.
You know, Trump. The whole, you know what I'm saying? The gang's all here. Kevin Spacey. Fucking Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever the fuck.
But none of them talk about any. I haven't heard any of them talk about that or being attached to that. None of them speak about that shit because it's an elitist group.
Shit crazy.
That's why I said Epstein had to die.
He had to disappear. He ain't.
Yeah, he was whether he
He
died or
died.
disappeared. Like, yeah, I do think, yeah,
They got him all.
yeah,
Like, he wanted to disappear.
With him, they considered the sleeping dogs let sleeping or dying dogs lay. Everything ended with him. So there's no more question. Even if you want to ask Jay-Z or Beyonce or Kevin Hart or Kevin Spacey or Bill Clinton or Michelle Obama, even if you wanted to ask them, it's null and void. They ain't gonna, because he's dead. What investigation you gonna do when Epstein is dead?
Right.
You can't go no further.
Yeah, I mean, that's over.
Or Giselle, you can't go no further.
Facts. And that saves that. I mean, that's covered a lot of motherfuckers' ass.
So she was next up. Once she gets her
She
little
can plead
deal,
the fifth.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think they're going to extradite her to another country.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking Jussie Smollett. Wild nigga. We knew he was lying, but who knew he was this turned up?
Smoking,
He was out here fucking these niggas.
sniffing, singing,
Stroking.
stroking.
I mean, stroking.
Uh-huh.
Them niggas went to a bathhouse? What the fuck does that mean? Basically, just a gay hangout. went somewhere, got loose, smoked, and
Where do they have
played with
bathhouse?
each other. Who knows, dog?
If you have access to a bathhouse, you are a loose motherfucker.
What the fuck is a bathhouse though? Like, you just go and take a bath?
I'm thinking when I think of a
Or
bathhouse, I'm
a
thinking of like
jacuzzi?
Russian
Sauna.
movies I've seen.
Sauna type shit,
like-
yeah, or something.
So you know it's already some weird shit going on there. Most people that enjoy that
Yeah,
type
like,
of shit
yeah, some
is on
shit.
some weird shit anyway.
Sopranos, niggas in the sauna having meetings and
Yeah,
shit.
it's too much little out there. Bathhouse. It's a pool there. You know what I'm saying? Other shit. Yeah, I'm not trying to be.
So yeah, if y'all don't know, this came up because this is what he was apparently doing with the niggas that he hired to beat him up and shit. You have to move trails. So your phone don't stretch it out. But he hired the niggas to beat his ass and shit. And
One of them was his boyfriend, apparently.
basically.
So was it three brothers?
It was brothers. I don't know if it was three.
I'm thinking.
I think it was-
It's like I feel like he kind of was alluding to it. Like it was a third brother,
I have no idea.
but
Fucking Steve.
another boy, your man Smollett, was out here
out here loose.
loose as a goose.
Stevie J, one of the loosest of all time. The tables have been turned. He finally met his match. We thought Yaseline was his match. Oh no. Au contraire. Au contraire. Miss Faith Evans.
No.
Miss Faith Evans is one in a million, one of a kind. You know what I'm talking about? She this nigga wants spousal support from Faith. He asked for spousal support from the judge from Faith, basically. I guess because he's so hurt and heartbroken. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he needed it or not, but sheesh. You know what I'm talking about? But apparently he caught her fucking several niggas in their joint.
Huh? Huh?
You didn't hear that part?
Or hit her joint?
What you mean? In their house?
Their house or her house? That's it.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
Hey. You know, so
Steve, if he asking for a spouse,
I don't know.
he ain't
but
coming to
did he
joint.
move into her joint? Is that what happened?
Probably did. He ain't coming to that joint with too
Man,
much.
I don't know, Brody, but you know, Stevie J, man, the tables have turned. You went from the dog ass nigga to getting dog ass nigga. What the fuck, boy? Faith Evans was popping that joint open in the crib. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm pretty sure if
What's the choice? Faith
I'm
Evans
pretty
song?
sure if she was going that hard, he must have did something.
I never knew there was a love like this before.
Hey, look, this nigga
She
Steve
had the
asking
skating
for
rings
spousal
fucked
support.
up with that joint, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Her all
The
head
redhead.
gonna bump to that joint. Never had someone to show me
Always
Hey.
get somebody skating with the scissor lines and shit.
Hey, shout out to Faith Evans, young. Faith Evans, young.
Fucking
hey,
terrible.
Faith Evans, hey, and I love it, young. She keeping her motherfucking sex life all the way alive. You know what I'm saying? It don't get old. It gets gold.
So what are you
know what I'm talking
saying? Like so she
about? That's why they getting divorced apparently. Or that's what his claim. That's his side of the divorce.
But then he came out with a video saying that he apologized to her and all.
no, just like Amber Rose, nigga. When it's sweet when she all fucked up and one roll out and he bragging talking about how he was fucking with over 12 or however many bitches he was fucking with
He cutting
on
up.
Amber. But now it's I'm sorry I want my family back. You know what I'm saying? That's how it be. You know what I'm saying? Whoever was being cruddy in the motherfucking situation gonna feel sweet when they ain't the one on the motherfucking other end of the bottom of the shoe or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? When that heart ain't stepped on, when you doing the stomping on the motherfucker, it's easy to motherfucking feel good about yourself. But yeah, Stevie J know how that shit feel now, I guess. You know what I'm talking about? And Faith Evans wasn't fucking around on that nigga. You know what I'm talking about? And that shit crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Sleezo.
Hey, motherfucking wrapping up for real, motherfucking. Bradley Beal explains why he turned down the last extension. Basically said they gotta show me something. He's still on the wait and see type shit. You know what I'm saying? He still got to the summertime, of course, but he you know,
gotta show that man something.
You know that inconsistency. I guess he's saying I don't gotta be tied down to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep my options available. You know what I'm talking about? And motherfucking shit. Canadian government turned the tide. Any player not fully vaccinated by January 15th will not be able to enter Canada.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about? That's Canadian government, so that's any sport. But NFL right now don't got no teams in Canada, you know, so
NBA.
they don't got to worry about it. But NBA, you can't go play Toronto. Nope. So what's even deeper than the whole LA and or California, New York shit? Because as long as you're not employed by them two states, you can go there to play. You just can't play on that team and not be vaccinated and play in that arena. Like you can be a visitor. Like if you play for a team in New York, like the Knicks or the Brooklyn, you can't play no home games if you're not vaccinated. You basically cannot be employed by that state and work in that state without being vaccinated. Okay. It's basically that rule. Or work in a public place, which that is. Now you employed by another state, in this case Bradley Beal, fucking all certain other players.
Mm-hmm.
They can be employed by Washington or Orlando or Texas or whatever the fuck and go play in New York, unvaccinated, based on the laws of, you know what I'm saying, the state that employs them. You know what I'm talking about? So, shit. I guess any Toronto player can't be unvaccinated, period. Or something to that effect. And, yeah, no player could go there. No player could go there. So now, in this case, it's different. Because, like I said, it's deeper. Now, Brad, Kyrie, if he was to ever come back somehow, or whoever the fuck, they can't go to Toronto. Brad can't play in Toronto. If we was in the playoffs and had the Raptors, them games out in Toronto, nope. Cutting up. Nope. Sorry.
Can't play with him. Can't coach with him. Can't win with him. Can't do it.
You know what I'm talking about? Like my man Mike Singletary said. So that's major. That's a wild move there. And shit, that's a little premature there. Canada, You know what I'm talking about? But good God Almighty, you know what I'm talking about? We gonna see how that play out.
They rocking how they rocking.
Players, you know what I'm saying? Whew, that's a tough one.
That's tough.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's tough.
And I don't wish, but it would be interesting if the NFL had a situation in Canada, because players gonna have to stand up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm sure some of the Raptors, I don't know if they already had 100% on the team as far as that's concerned, but if they didn't, I'm sure they not feeling it right now. They, you know what I'm saying, whoever got a, you know what I mean, by the fucking 15th of January.
Well, let's also include this piece of information in on that. The CDC reports now that fourth vaccination may or will be required for the Marcon. So if you've been vaccinated for previous strains of COVID, your vaccination is running out regardless, so you don't feel like you should have to get another one. You're going to have to get one anyway. Or how does that leave the people that have had the vaccination whose joint has pretty much expired, as they're saying? Still leaves people in the position of being unvaccinated.
Right.
So now you're in a position whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, you're still unvaccinated. because they're saying that you got to get vaccinated for Omicron now.
Mhm.
It's just to be real, right? Just to be blatantly real. So, like you said, Canada, I feel like they jumped the gun because there are too many variations, and we still ain't reached another variant. So, is this the most important variant that has set itself apart from the other variants? Do they have a way of testing to tell people which variation they have when they get COVID now?
They ain't even really giving a fuck.
Is that too much to ask? Am I asking too much?
No, they haven't even tried. Everything has been the same protocol since day one. The virus has mutated 11 different motherfucking ways. And niggas is still doing the same protocols and the same vaccine shot. You know what I'm saying?
They already said they don't have enough access to rapid testing or rapid tests in America. It was like, even though Biden's pledged to get, you know what I'm saying? Byron. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough rapid tests out here. So you still at a disadvantage. How you telling me it's not enough?
Testing, again, all these tests is testing for the first strain of coronavirus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like the Earth started, and the first nigga that fucking grew some OG, and to test to make sure we had that pure, real tree and that parsley or nothing. We had a test to make sure it was real OG. Then strains all over the world started popping up. We got the hybrids, we got the cake strains, the cookie strains, the Bubbas, the fucking Cushions. We got the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? But the only tester we got is an OG tester. So we gonna be hitting the pure gas on the motherfucking gelato.
We're gonna have a diamond tester joint for
which in a sense they all derive from OGs, and you know what I'm talking about, but that we tested for the wrong shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, this not OG. Do. This joint ain't light up for OG. That shit trash. When me saying that shit gas. This strain is gas. Like, this strain is wild as shit. Niggas sicker than ever on this strain, but they taking COVID tests and they getting negatives and going traveling. You know what I'm saying? They take a COVID test. They feel like shit. So they take a COVID test. They got a little scratch in their throat, so they take a COVID test. They coughing, they sneezing. Maybe it's just a cold. How I get a cold? I ain't did shit. My son, my son, my daughter, my sister, my brother, my cousin had COVID. I feel like shit now. I'm about to take a test. Oh, bitch, my shit was negative. I'm good. But I feel like shit.
Or you know what I'm saying? Or you and Mike McCarthy's
you know what I'm saying?
standpoint. You come to work, they just test you. You say you feeling fine. And they be like, oh, it's a whole Slim. You got COVID. You gotta go home, Slim. What the fuck?
It's 9 and I'm feeling fine.
Ain't nothing wrong. I'm good.
Man, what? Fucking that shit crazy. So, man, Toronto, Big Wow moved there. Big Wow motherfucking moved there.
Always wild.
Man, we got a big game this week. You know what I'm talking about? Who'd have thunk it? When y'all niggas was what, like 6-1 or some wild shit. And 7-1. That was 7-1. No,
we was 7-1.
Y'all was 7-1. And we was 2-6. Who'd have thunk it?
3 out of 4.
Who'd have thunk it? We be sitting 2 games apart this soon. Within a matter of what, a month?
Yeah.
Y'all lost 3 or 4. We won 4 straight. Flipped the script on shit. Still motherfucking playing with fucking Heine. He's a fucking non-throwing. He's a gutsy little rascal. I tell you that. But he's the scariest. I say it till I say it.
He fight.
He fight. He like the little Notre Dame. He just. That's all he gonna do is fight. You know what I'm saying? Little Notre Dame nigga, but he's still undersized. He like, you know what I'm saying? But he just, man, he a choice backup, dog. I fuck with Cuz, but I wish we had all the horses. I mean, again, my man Logan, pretty much our biggest and most reliable weapon other than McLaurin in the passing game. He out. He just came back. So we been playing without, like, again, we made the run with backups in all of our most important positions. Both our DNs was out. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking, our tight end been out. Our running back been hurt. Then McKissick got hurt. This nigga gone. Fucking all our receivers was gone. Only nigga was still alive was McLaurin. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, with that being said, shit, I guess from the day one we've been off the injury bug with Fitzpatrick getting fucked up and just overcoming. So we're gonna keep on keeping on until the keepings. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, we got a game tonight. You know what I'm saying?
They've been fighting though.
We got a hell yeah! Shout out to dumbass Ron Rivera, cause still even with him costing us games, they still been coaching, but he still got to be able to see like a kicker's a bum, don't keep him. No, like this kicker we got now, cool saying, but he blew a game with that experiment with that blew it nigga dog, and I keep fighting that to the end. It could come down to the end of the season in one game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll be because of that.
Yeah, because he wanted to keep a nigga who clearly was kicking low the week before in his first game in like 5 years.
Moving slow and kicking low.
You know what I'm talking about? But tonight, the Pittsburgh Steelers facing the fucking Minnesota Vikings. We got scrub versus bum ass. You know what I'm talking about? We got two teams that got high hopes, big bills on the salary cap. You know what I'm talking about? Big money quarterbacks, high powered fake ass offenses, fake ass strong defenses. You know what I'm talking about? But both of these teams, as of now, been under fucking performing. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't had no major injuries that you would say they need to be worried. I mean, yeah, Thielen out tonight. You know what I'm saying? Roethlisberger just old as a motherfucker. Kirk
Cousins.
Did Kirk miss a game?
Mm-mm.
No.
Kirk been healthy as shit.
Kirk been healthy and been retarded as a motherfucker. As much as the stats gonna tell you he playing decent, that's how Kirk do it. He throw you a 15-yard pass and a nigga fucking take off for fucking 35 yards after the catch. And Kirk finished the game with 300, looking sweet. You know what I'm talking about?
200 of it is in the first half.
And they lost. And they still lost, though. The niggas lost to the Detroit. And I picked Detroit last week. But they played the Steelers today. I don't know who the fuck I want in this. This joint is at Minnesota. 5-7 Minnesota Vikings take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh is coming to Minnesota at 6-5-1. Again, Minnesota lost to Detroit. And this is the team that tied with Detroit. So Minnesota's only win, Detroit's only win and only tie, them two teams is facing off tonight. You know what I'm talking about?
But I think if Pittsburgh is able to stack together another win, it puts them they still in playoff contention. Minnesota, I think they done. One way or other, they done. It don't even matter for them. One, they can't get consistent play. And two, they don't got no cohesion on offense already. It's like in gaps. That's why they do the most damage in the first half. Second half, they don't really do nothing.
Right.
Because teams figure that shit out.
So who you want in this one? Who you taking?
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Taking Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go Minnesota. Minnesota to pull this out. They don't have fucking Thielen tonight, which is big. I don't know what the fuck Pittsburgh got going on, but fuck the Steelers. Fuck the Vikings. I'm taking Minnesota though, just because they at home. I took the Bills on fucking Monday night. Them niggas lost because they was at home. The nigga let the nigga throw 3 times and complete 2 and lost the game. Them niggas, man. But yeah, Minnesota here, Pittsburgh there. That's 25 on that ass. We out of there. You know what I'm talking about?